Hello, my name is Latoya. Welcome to my crafty space. It is day 10 of my holiday card series. My mojo was a little lacking like the last 2 days, and I can't believe I actually got a card figured out for day 9. But day 10 actually took a little bit of work just because I wasn't really in the headspace to copic color. But I have this weekend off. I am absolutely over the moon with having some time. Oh my goodness. And it did take a few hours for me to get the ball rolling, but I finally got in the copic groove. If you can't tell, I have a lot of copics on my desk. And I also have this container here of copics. And I have the container because that's where I keep my copics, so I can just grab and color. But as you can see, as I've been coloring, I just move things to the side and on to the next one. So with the card for today, which I am just like over the moon over, because I've literally had this card in my head for about a week, and it goes with me having fireplaces on my brain. I was working on a snowman card, and I did have all intentions of getting that card done, but it just hasn't happened because my mojo literally dictates what I do. I don't know if any of you guys are the same, but if I try to go against what my brain is like, hey, I want to work on this, then I will not get a project done. I just won't get it done because there's no thrill or motivation or spark to get that going. So I did have to start a new card, but it was a card that I was super excited about. And if you can't tell, here are some of the stamp sets I wanted to use and did use. I absolutely love LDRS. Again, this is not sponsored or anything. I literally have like a whole container now with LDRS stamps because they're just amazing, and I particularly love and purchase like the Pocket Pals and the People. They're super cute, so I wanted to do something with the People, and I received the stamp Happy Day the other day. Ha ha ha. So I was really excited to get this stamp set because it was on sale through HSN. And I was like, hey, that stamp would go really well with some of these other stamps. And y'all know I am all about versatility, about using my stamps in multiple ways and having them come together to just make awesome things. I don't like buying one thing just to be one and done. I am not rich. I cannot do that. Even if I was rich, I would buy multiple houses on a lake. Okay, so these are already finished the card. So this is not going to be a step-by-step video of how I created this card. If you are interested in seeing how I've done my coloring and how I put this card together, I can put that video together for you guys. Just leave a note in the comments, but no one's really said anything recently, so yeah. If you're interested, let me know. But it's going to take a fair amount of editing, and I just want to share the card. But if you're curious, I am more than welcome to put up how I do things, because that's how I learned, by watching other crafters share. So again, so excited about this set, and you can see that I stamped off a fair amount of different images throughout these sets, and also incorporated some of my other sets, that did have the fireplaces. So these are some of the sheets, but obviously the images, I did cut them out. But I stamped 2 and 3 times because, one, I'm new at, copic coloring and such. So I need to practice color. And even if you're not new, I think practice coloring is good. Like, I have to practice on one image before I actually do it on the main image. So, I can experiment, basically. Case in point, I had this little, I don't even know where I put it. My desk is a mess. Oh, here we go. So case in point, I was practicing here with this fireplace on the bricks to see how I wanted to blend it out. And then here I was practicing with the flames. It's just, there's so many different things you can do, and techniques and ways to color, and everybody has their own way of doing things. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because who wants to spend, 30 minutes coloring a whole fireplace and then at the end hate the results? Okay, so I have these amazing people. I wanted to do a really cute scene with a fireplace, and what I had in my head, I finally got on paper. So let me show you my card. I know, right? How cute. You guys, I think this card is like adorable. It's adorable and it's vibrant and colorful, and it's what I can't say it's what I expected. It's what I wanted, but it came out better than I expected. So there is so much going on. I will just go through the run through with you guys because we don't want to be here all day like normally, me and my hour-long videos. Here we go. Okay, so for this card, this is all copic coloring. Copic coloring using my scan and cut, and I did some fussy cutting also, like the little dog. I just fussy cut because I was like, okay, forget this. I don't have time. All right, and there's actually some errors too that you can't see because I tried to fix them. So, all right, I experimented with skin tones on the people. As you can see, I am all about trying to create, you know, something other than what you normally see in copic people, you know, like I want to, you know, do more than, and I actually haven't done it, but I've never done fair skin, but I just want to do something besides fair skin to show people like, hey, it is possible to play with your copics to create different skin tones. And as you can see here, I also experimented with browns. I have a lot of browns going on. I have the mom, she's brown, her hair is brown. The cookies are brown. This background here is brown. The wood is brown. This is brown. So I tried to do a variety of combinations. And even if there was like a little slight difference, just so when you look at the picture, there's dimension and it's not just all flat because all the browns look so similar. What else is going on here? I feel like this card took like, you guys, it took me like 4 hours. And it's mainly because I kept pausing, and then I was also eating, and then I was trying to look at my color chart, and I was scribbling off to the side, and I was hesitating so much instead of just doing. I could have had another card also done, but I didn't. So again, don't hesitate, just do and redo if you need to, because you'll spend a fair amount of time trying to figure out what's going on. I also spent some time trying to figure out this background here. I was going to try to hand draw like a plank wooden floor. That was not happening because, again, I'm not an artist, not like that. So I used one of my background stamps, and luckily, much to my surprise, it ended up being like the boards look like the perfect thickness for these people. Like, it looks realistic, even though this card is fantasy. This is not real, but you still want some real life applications as far as size and depth and such to apply a little bit, right? Or maybe just I do. And I wanted to keep the walls white because I thought that would help everything else pop, and I didn't want it to be a distraction, but I did not want to have to blend, and none of the colors that I was trying to blend a background with really worked. So luckily I found my embossing folder, and it's actually an old Stampin' Up! Embossing folder that I bought on eBay. It totally worked. I like rummaged through all my stash of embossing folder swatches, and I was like, oh my gosh, this will be a perfect background. I think I have a tailored expression background that's kind of like this too. So anyhow, putting those together gave me a background that I literally hem-hawed about for probably almost 40 minutes. I know, ridiculous, but I get paralyzed by analysis. So yeah, got to stop that. And the gingerbread men, I tried to draw like little red buttons in the middle of them. That didn't work out so well, so I took a little glue to make it look like they had just frosted buttons. I say buttons and it's buttons. I'm sorry. I added Santa hats on everyone here just to make this scene more festive and have everybody in the spirit, because, you know, they're hanging out in the living room. They're having just a great time. They're probably listening to music, but I didn't want to have like musical notes floating around. And I just love the scene. It's just so inviting, and it's warm, and it just makes me smile. The dog was an afterthought. Like, literally, I finished this card, and then I saw the stamp set, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, this family needs a family pet, because a family isn't complete without a pet. So I added the dog, and I'm glad, again, that I played around with some Copic colors, because he is also a different color, and he looks nice, and you know, I just love it. On the inside, I also put a little present because you guys know how I do. I like putting something from the outside inside. What else is going on? I think that's about it. So everything is LDRS except for the wreath, the fireplace, and these presents. Oh, this was taken from like my stash. I don't recall what set it's from, but I thought this carpet was a nice addition. I colored it green just to tie in the whole Christmas colors and all that jazz, but I think I might paper pierce or something next time, just because once I copic colored it, I'm like, you know, this is fine, but I'm not in love with it. So I am super happy with this card. I popped up the mom to give her some dimension to make her look a little larger because she is from a different stamp set than these two little dudes here who are super adorable and Happy Day. And she's actually a little smaller, but hey, some kids are larger than their moms, right? So this is completely realistic. I know you can see the solvent shining here on my image. I need to replace the nib on that marker. I was just like, you know what, I'm just finished coloring this. And as you guys probably noticed, I am not amazing with coloring hair. I just do solid hair, but their skin has dimension. One day I will, you know, get better with coloring hair, but that's going to take some time. And right now I'm not good at it. I own up to my weaknesses. Yeah, so this is my card. I just tacked on the season's greetings. That's one stamp set also by LDRS. They have so many adorable sentiments. I actually did some, what is that called? I had to, okay, so the season's greetings is from this stamp set. And you can see there's leaves here with it, and it's connected. It's one. So what I did was I stamped it off, and I had to mask this just so I can have the seasons blocked off, and I cut it out, and then greetings blocked off, and I cut it out. So I kind of did a little bit of manipulation here. Oh, this coffee cup is also from, well, cocoa cup is from a different stamp set. There is a cocoa cup in one of the LDRS stamp sets, but it doesn't have the whipped cream, and I am sorry, I just absolutely love whipped cream on hot cocoa. And oops, and I think when I think of hot cocoa, I think of just like a huge mountain of whipped cream, and you already know what it is. So that's why I decided to use this adorable cup here. So I hope you guys do something crafty that makes your heart happy. Hope you enjoy my little video going over my card, and it is a 1-layer card. I just needed all the space basically to get everything I wanted to do done, and I am just so tickled and thrilled with this, and I can't wait to give this to someone because it just screams like happiness. All right, so hope you guys do something crafty that makes your heart happy. I'll talk to you later. Bye.